Hello everyone, welcome to another In the Studio with me, Donny Carr. Today I have a quick little tip for you. I want to show you something I like to do on occasion to help me achieve a stronger, more clear and defined kick and bass relationship. Now the project we're in here is a remix that I did for the Change Underground Quiver 8-bit Eclipse remix competition. Um, so I usually do some side chaining on my bass against my kick. I mean, that's pretty standard, unless for some reason they're not playing at the same time. But in this case, you can see that I've side chained the bass on both this sub and the bass wide here. And this is the mixdown project here. So I've already applied sidechain. The basses are already processed, EQ'd, and all that. But sometimes when I pull the stems into a new project and start my mix down, sometimes I feel like, there could be little improvements here and there, and I felt that way with the kick and the bass. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll come in and maybe try applying some manual fades here. And so you can see that I actually applied a little fade, but I actually started the fade before the kick even hits to make sure that when the kick does hit and comes in, that the volume of the sub is all the way down, and then it ramps back up again. And you really don't even notice the fades, but you just get a more clear and punchy sound. Because you can see there's a little bit of an overlap here when the kick hits. And then I did the same thing for the wide bass here. You can see there's a little just manual fade here on each where they, to let the kick come through. And it really does make a big difference, I think. And I don't always do this, but in this case, I felt like it needed it, and I really feel like it improved, that low-end relationship quite a bit. So I want to do a little A/B comparison here. So what I did is I just set up a little switch here on my MIDI keyboard so I can toggle these on and off, and so I can turn those automation clips on and off. So I'm going to start with it off. I'm going to play this little loop section back, and I want you to really listen, really focus in on the kick, and notice when I re-engage these automation clips that the kick becomes a little bit more punchy, a little bit more clear, and everything seems to just fit together more comfortably. So here we go. So this is off, on, off, on. One more time. Okay, so hopefully you're listening to this on decent headphones or decent monitors, or you're just not going to hear the difference because it's actually fairly subtle, but if you really listen and really hone in, I think it makes actually a pretty big difference. So I just wanted to show you this little tip. It's extremely simple, but I think it can really, go a long way in helping your low end just kind of fit together a little bit better. So that's what I wanted to share with you. And then also the final mastered version of this track, of this remix, is on my SoundCloud page now. So I'd actually really love your thoughts and feedback on this. And if you do like it, maybe you can give it some love, give it a comment or something. So that's it, everyone. Have a great rest of your day, night, whatever you're doing, and I'll catch you soon. Cheers.